We love sports. Why do we love sports? Well, there are 4 basic reasons, and I think I want to go over all of them right here with you right now. I hope you're into it. Number 1, maybe the most powerful, sports are generational. Sports are handed down like family heirlooms. Your dad's team becomes your brother's team, becomes the team that you will someday turn around and hand to your children. Sports are generational. Sports takes a bunch of men who might not know how to talk to each other, nephews, uncles, grandfathers. You put them all in a room, you put them in front of a game, and now there's something to talk about. I don't know why it's a communal bonding thing, but it is. It's an incredibly powerful one. And that's a big reason why we love sports, because our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, they loved these teams before we even got here, and they transfer it to us. And we take a bit of them with us when we take on that team. And that brings us to the second element of all this. It's very provincial. Sports are provincial. You know, there used to be something that had an awful lot to do with like loving the town that you're from, loving the city that you're in, loving the country that you're in. These used to be more powerful emotions than maybe they even are now, but they're very powerful emotions. And when I hear both of my boys, Jack refers to San Francisco as my city. And that's my bridge. Then he sees Sutro Tower. He says, Daddy, that's your tower. I love it. I absolutely love how much pride he has in San Francisco, how much he's proud of being from here, how much he loves it here. I hope Ozzy totally gloms onto the whole thing the same way that he does. I really do. It's awesome. You know, my wife is from San Francisco. I have chosen to live here. And even though there are all sorts of forces telling you that it's no longer what it used to be, or there's a doom loop or whatever the hell they're coming up with this week, I love it here. I'm home. These are my kind of people. This is my kind of town. This is my kind of weather. I like it out here. And I'm not leaving. And I care about that more than you care to make fun of it. So, provincial, generational. Who you are, where you're from. If that doesn't define your life, I mean, I don't know where you are or who you are or where you're from. Those are big building blocks in anybody's id, who they are, what they believe, how they act, how they talk, who they root for. Then we're going to get into a little bit more of the mentally gobbledygook, but there's a lot there. And I especially think that there's a lot there right now. I'm going to call it transference. You know, there are a lot of people who live sad lives or don't accomplish what they want to have accomplished. Denied opportunity, just particularly lazy. There's all sorts of reasons why your grab of the brass ring never grabbed that actual brass ring. And so as you go home to have another night where you eat a bag of Doritos, and you're kind of feeling, I don't know, not sorry for yourself, but just uninspired and unrewarded and underappreciated. Well, here come the Golden State Warriors, or whoever you root for. And, you know, they've been champions, and I root for them, and in a weird, goofy, stupid, not real at all, but definitely also totally real, that makes you feel like you're a champion. The transference of a team's success or failure upon us, even though it is a huge illusion that we talk ourselves into being true, there is some truth to it all at the same time. Look at how everybody who roots for the 49ers feels this week as opposed to last week. Last week, everyone was so excited. Everyone's heart was like, oh, there's a Super Bowl coming up. Look at what could happen. We could be champions again. I could be a champion again. The team that I root for could be a champion again. The city that I live in could be a championship again. Me over everybody in section 104 could be a champion again. It happens. This is where Ray Ratto, if we were working together, would sit back and laugh at everyone. Ray never bought into this, but it's insane because it is real. I don't know how noble it is. I don't know how great of a thing this is. but it is absolutely real. We take a team's accomplishments or their failures and we make it a part of our own. That's some powerful psycho gobbledygook going up there, but it's real. It's absolutely real. As is the fourth thing, and what I really believe is the most powerful reason why we keep on coming back, why we keep on signing up for team after team and season after season. Why do we love sports? This is going to sound a little masochistic, but I believe it's real. We love pain. I'm going to say it again. We love pain, anguish, aching, wanting, yearning. These are primal human emotions. Think about the songs you care about. How many of them are R&B or heartbreaking love songs? Your favorite movie where the couple doesn't make it at the end. I mean, the most romantic movie all time, they say, what? It's Titanic? The guy drowns at the end of the damn movie, and that's what makes it so romantic, because then she can't have the love that she knew. We love pain. We love pain in our relationships. Let's be totally honest. Now, I'm not talking about like abusive relationship pain, but there are a lot of times where as a sports fan, you know you're in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, and you don't even think of leaving it. Why? Do you like being abused? Yeah, just a little. Sports abuse here. We're talking sports abuse. Interesting relationships, complicated relationships, painful relationships. All of these things are always more important, make the better book, the better movie, the better play, the better whatever, than and they lived happily ever after. The reason why so many movies end with and they lived happily ever after, because that means like all the interesting shit is over now. They lived happily ever after. You don't even have to watch this. You wouldn't even be interested in people living happily ever after. As a matter of fact, put up happily ever after, give me a big script, the end, and then just roll credits. We don't need to see anything else. And it's the truth. We love pain. We love to be hurt. Talk to any coach, to any athlete. There is no win that ever stays with them as long as their most painful defeat. Not one. Not one. Why is that? Are they all sick? Are they all sharing groupthink? Are they all just goofy? Or no, are they like us? And they love pain too. People love pain, anguish. Again, maybe this is easier for me to understand because I grew up a Chicago Cubs fan. I literally grew up rooting for a team that I was sure in my life would never deliver me anything to ever make me happy. Yet there I was. And then in 2016, oh my God, it was magic. It was absolutely magical. And since that moment, I haven't been nearly as interested in the Cubs because in a weird way, we got to live happily ever after. I kept coming back for the pain more than I kept coming back for the joy. And I bet you an awful lot of you, being totally honest, are nodding to yourself right now thinking, yeah, that's kind of how I do it too. The pain that 49ers fans are feeling this week is anguish, sports pain, waiting 30 years for that next championship, complaining, being upset. All these things are visceral, real human emotions. Everything in the world has now turned into, Yankees, Red Sox, Hatfield and McCoys, Duke, North Carolina, Purdue, Indiana. We're all at each other's throats with everything we do, we say, our politics, the way we talk, the way we debate, Hey, I really like this cheeseburger. You clown, that's the worst cheeseburger in the world. Let me get really emotional about my favorite cheeseburger. What are we doing? We're competing about how much we love shit. Oh, you think you really like something? You don't like something half as much as I like something. You like something a little. I like something a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's real. It's raw. It's human emotion. And this is why we keep on coming back. This is why sports on the whole is officially too big to fail, because there is no amount of generational transference, provincial pride, or pain that sports will ever run out of. Never. Never. Again, it might be morbid, but if you want to open up a funeral parlor, you're never going to run out of customers. There's never going to be a day where people stop dying. And there will never be a day where sports pain isn't sort of what we're selling or trying to avoid or pretending doesn't exist more than any other sports emotion. It stays with us. It stays with us. If the 49ers had won the Super Bowl, you're probably kind of over it by now. You've already high-fived. You had your drinks. You went out. You partied up and down Market Street or Mission Street. You went to the parade. You bought the T-shirt, got the bumper sticker, and it's over. It's over. See you next year, everybody. Not the way this Super Bowl ended. This is going to linger. This is going to bother people for weeks and months and years until it actually happens. You, instead of just buying the T-shirt, the bumper sticker, and going to the parade, are now going to be tuned into mock drafts and free agency and shows like this, and you're going to be coming back for more and more. And I can see, just my views on YouTube have absolutely, I bet you with every other content creator in the NFL, have just cratered in the last couple of days. That's because people need some time away. It hurt too much. It hurt too much. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it anymore. It hurts. You'll be back. You'll be back. We all come back because we're addicted to the pain. I'm also addicted to coffee, and there's your sip of the day right there. That was a good one.